Water breaking signs, during pregnancy. What it feels like. The feeling of water break. When does your water break? Your water break when your labor is imminent. Does it feel like a pop? Is it a big gush or a slow leak? Everyone's experience is different. The gush or splash. For some moms, the water really does gush out. Either in a hospital or in the home. A huge gush of fluid went all over the floor. A huge rush of water came from deep inside. It felt like a 5-gallon bucket of water had spilled out. With the next 5 contractions, more water came gushing out. The pop. Many women feel a popping sensation when their water breaks. For others, the pop is audible. There was a pop, like someone cracking a knuckle, and then a gush. Some heard a pop, then all of a sudden a large gush and a bunch of leaking. It like a water balloon popping. It didn't hurt, it just was suddenly very wet. The trickle. Many women experience trickling or leaking instead of the more dramatic gushing. Some felt a warm trickle of fluid down their legs. It was so slow that some women thought it was sweat or normal discharge. Some felt really wet, and it was slowly leaking. Over time, it began to leak more and more until it started gushing. The in-betweener. Not a dramatic gush, but not just a little trickle either. Some women go for the middle ground. It felt like small gushes, like when you first start your period. Imagine a heavy period dripping down your leg. It wasn't a trickle but not a gush either. The feeling of relief. Many moms feel a sense of relief when their water breaks. For some, their labor then gets more intense. A huge pop, then relief from some of the pressure. A slight relief for the moment, then more intensity as my baby was really coming out. The unnoticed break. Some women aren't aware of their water breaking. Some couldn't feel it because they had already had their epidural. Some didn't even know it broke until they realized they were wet. They didn't know until they woke up and went to the bathroom and they found their underwear wet. The rude awakening. Water doesn't always break during civilized hours. Water broke when mom is asleep in bed. The initial little gush woke them up. It woke pregnant women up. It feels like a major gush of blood, like when you stand up during your period after lying down for a long time. The unstoppable force. A sure sign that your water has broken. Once it starts, you can't stop it. It feels like urine is coming out. It feels weird because it is uncontrollable. It feels like pee is constantly running out of you and there is nothing you can do about it.